First off, we want to welcome you home to the Buffalo Chip, and today we're going to show you everything you need to know to get into the Chip. If you're riding a motorcycle and you're going to tent camp, if you're coming with an RV, or whatever you're doing, we're going to show you how to check in at the campground and get all set up. If you're coming for a concert, you need to stay tuned to the end because we'll show you a little bit more about if you're just coming for the concert.
And where to go and what to do, so stay tuned and find out all the information you need to do to check in at the Chip.
So depending on which way you're coming, but we're going to assume that everybody's coming from the Sturgis area. You're going to be coming down the 34 and you're going to come to Fort Meade Way. You're going to see the big sign there, the Chip sign, and that's where you're going to turn right on the Fort Meade Way. Now we're going to take you down to the driveway that you're going to need to turn into. So right behind us here is the fourth driveway after you've made the turn there at Alkali Road. You're going to see that one, and then it's 4 driveways down. You're going to make a left. You're going to go all the way down this road if you're on an RV or a truck or a car, whatever you have, all the way on the right-hand side here. When that row is filled, you would then go to the left and just vice versa all the way down and line all up. If this gets full, we're going to show you something else in a little bit where you can go if this area is full.
And they'll have staging people here to stage you to that area.
So now we've gotten down here to the gate. We've come up to the main entrance here, depending on what time you come in. Let's say it's before 7 a.m. in the morning. Once you've parked here, then we're going to go over to the box office. If it's before 7 a.m., you'll be able to go over to the box office and check in. So behind us is the box office. You're going to go to the window that says it's open. Go to that window and you will check in. You'll show them your identification, a credit card that has a name on it to verify that you are who you say you are, and they'll give you your wristbands, and from there it'll depend on what you're going to do. If you're in an RV, you're going to stay here and we're going to show you the next place that you're going to stage after that. If you're here extra early and it's all backed out to the street and there's no place for you to park, there's an area that we're going to show you right over here that they call the second staging area, that they're going to start parking RVs there. If you come in on the 3rd, that weekend on, August 3rd on, that's the box office is going to be open 24 hours a day. They're also going to have staff on here that is going to be able to put you into the staging area to get you in, and you'll be able to get right through the windows because it'll be open those 3 or 4 days. It'll be open the 24 hours through the 3rd through the 6th.
3rd through the 6th, Thursday through Sunday. That box office will be open 24 hours.
That way you can get all your passes and all that, but once again, you won't get through the gate here until 7 a.m. That's when the crew comes in to get you into your designated spot. Now, if you've rented a trailer from here, or if you've got a cabin, a couple things you need to do next after that. This is where you want to go to pick up your key for the cabins, and you have to have a cash deposit, the exact amount to get your keys. So remember that, bring some cash. Look on your bill and it'll tell you on your reservation what the key deposit is. Just another reminder that we'd like to give you to be courteous to the people that are in line here and also the people that are trying to escort people to your RV sites. Make sure you set your alarm. We see this every year that it's the first, 5 or 6 RVs that are sitting here at 7 o'clock and they haven't came out of their RV. Or they finally got out and they stroll over to there to get in line and there's 50 people in front of them. So now all the people behind you are ready to get into their camping site and you're still standing in line.
You're the first one.
So please be considerate of those that if you got this great spot to be right up front, do your very, very best to please be in front so that way you can, let's keep the lines rolling through here because the quicker they can get through here, the quicker you can get to your campsite and they can all get to theirs and we can have the best party ever.
There you go.
Let's go down and see where you go to get your RV keys if you've got a trailer that's through Jack's Trailer. As you go through the archway right there, it says welcome to the Chip, you're going to pull up to this first RV here, and that's if you've rented a trailer through Jack's RV Campers, or if you've got a camper that's reserved here. You're going to go in here, they're going to get your keys, all that, and then you'll be able to go to your campsite and get in your RV you rented. So our next stop, after we've gone through the gate, they told you to go down, they'll tell you to come down to the very first RV stop. You'll stop here and you wait for somebody to come get you to take you to the next spot that we're going to stop at. If you went to the next sign, the last sign we were just at, and they tell you to pull forward to the next sign, that's this one here. Make sure you stop here. So depending on what they tell you at that sign versus this sign will tell you what to do. They may tell you to pull up just to get everybody moving in the line, but they may tell you, you may be back at that first sign and they'll say, we're ready to escort you now all the way down to your campsite, then that's fine. So listen to their direction on which sign you're going to end up stopping at. Because if they tell you to come down to the second sign, you sit here until they give you further instructions to take you to your campsite. They will escort you with an RV. They will escort you to your camping site. You don't find it on your own. Exception to the rule is tents, and we're going to talk about that at the end. So behind us here is the overflow lot. So if they have you down here and it's all lining up and it's before 7 o'clock in the morning, they may send you up to this lot so we're not blocking the highway and all that, which can get to be a real chaos here because people do live behind us back here that have to get to work and things like that. So they may send you down here, put you in line, and if you are, you'll be coming out the same way you came in that same sequential order.
That's right. And this is also the parking area. If you're camping here at the Chip and you come back after hours in your vehicle, after I think it's 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., you're not allowed to drive your car or truck. You can park here in this lot and then go on in the Chip on foot.
So ATVs, UTVs, side-by-sides, golf carts, motorcycles are all allowed to drive in the campground 24 hours a day, but cars are not allowed to drive after 7:30 at night till, I believe, 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 a.m., yeah.
Yep. So that's what you got right now, so that gets you that idea. Let me show you a little tip in case you are a motorcycle person. If you're coming to the Buffalo Chip and you're on a motorcycle and you're going to tent camp, okay? And that means you have no assigned spot. It's a free-for-all. You find whatever you want to find. So what you do is, if the main entrance up here, which we showed you earlier, is all backed up. Let's say it's all the way backed up and you can't even get to it. What you can do on the motorcycle is you can come down that first road here, which is Alkali. So as soon as you make the right onto Fort Meade Way, you're going to then make a quick left onto Alkali Road. It's an asphalt road. Go down to the very first road to the right. You're going to come down that, stick to the right side, go all the way down, and then in the front there, we're going to show you in a minute, there's an area that motorcycles can park. You can pull the map up right now on their website, and you can see all the tent areas. You cannot park your tent in a RV campsite unless that campsite is a friend of yours and they said, put your tent in front of our trailer. That you can do, but don't put your stuff in front of or in somebody else's spot that they have reserved. The exception to that rule is if you paid for electric and water spot for a tent, then yes, you do have a spot. Then you may have to go be escorted to let you know where that area is that you're going to have that reserved spot that you have. I'm saying tent camping, which is dry camping, no utilities. You're camping in the woods. The shaded area that's down there, there's some there if you get here early. If you're coming on a motorcycle, once you've turned on to Fort Meade Way, you'll go down, actually the first road is going to be Alkali. Then we have 2 driveways you're going to see. The third driveway here, you can turn down if you're a motorcycle, if the fourth driveway is backed up. That way you can run right in front of the bar, and there's plenty of parking spots down there in front, which we'll show you in a minute, that you can park your bike and check in. There's a few rules here at the Chip that you need to know before you come in. First, they don't allow any doggies. Just a rule. They don't allow any firearms. Not allowed to bring into the campground either on the premises here. And the last thing is no alcohol. We're going to show you where you can pick up some alcohol and stuff at, and the prices here aren't too bad.
They don't gouge.
Yep. Last year at the area that we're going to show you where you can buy it at was pretty competitive with the grocery store in town. So we'll show you where that's at. So that's 3 rules that they really want to abide by. Other than that, it's a pretty fun campground, and you can have a lot of great times here and a lot of great memories. So from that, we'll go down and show you a few more things you might want to see as you're coming into the campground, getting your spot. This is if you came down this road here on your motorcycle, you'll be able to park parallel here. Your bike will be facing forward here, and then you'll be able to go up to the box office here and get your wristbands and all that. Now that's not if you're coming to a concert. We're going to show you that. That's around back, and that has nothing to really do with today about checking in with your RVs or if you're going to tent camp. And then tent camp, you're going to go over here. Once you got your wristband, you're ready to go. You've looked at the map and you know what kind of area you're looking for. Remember to try to put your tent in the area that is tent friendly. If you're here you're looking for some buddies and they've already got an RV site for you and they're already here set up, well then you can just go through and you'll go through this gate right here. The very first gate to the left is for motorcycles, golf carts, side-by-sides, things like that. They can go through there. They already got their bracelets. Once you check in, you'll constantly be going through here. Through these areas here, there'll be a chain up most of the time. That was only for people checking in, getting ready to be set up for being taken to their campsite. If you're staying on the campground, you're camping inside, they've actually got a couple different size ramps here you can back up to. If you've got your bike inside the back of a truck or a trailer that doesn't have a ramp that comes all the way down, you can back up right here. There's 2 different levels here. And of course, there's no charge because that's part of your campground.
Peace.
That's right. So as you're driving in and they're finding your RV spot or you're finding that place to park your motorcycle to put up your tent, you're going to go right behind us. You're going to drive right past this little building here, which will be open when you come through. That's where they sell the beer, the alcohol, they've got ice, all kinds of good stuff. And this is pretty much the best price to buy the bulk. Can't buy just a can of beer here. You got to go down to the store, one of the bars down by the amphitheater or the Bikini Beach to buy individual beers. They're selling 6 packs, 12 packs, 24 packs. This is the best place to get them if you want it.
It's right across from the water tower, so it's easy to find.
If you're coming to the evening event and you want to get your pass, you haven't got a pass for the evening, you can actually come back here to the East Gate, which is actually down Alkali Road there, up by the front of the chip. You go all the way down to the end of the chip, you make a right-hand turn, go ahead, go to Gate 2. To the left is where you'll park your motorcycle or your car, but if you're coming on the bus, like the bus and the Josie bus, they kind of stop over here. You just come up to the box office if you haven't got your pass, and you can purchase it here, and that's the way it works.
There you go. So if you already have your pass, you can just walk on in, park, and come on in.
Right across the street from the box office, which we just showed you, this is the parking area that you'll come in with your bikes. There should be, over here, they should be allowing car parking. Should be. If it changes, we'll let you know. But you'll come in here and they'll line all the bikes up, and this will be for your concert venue here. So there you go. That'll wrap it up. First off, welcome home to the world famous Buffalo Chip. This is going to be the greatest rally you've ever been to. You're going to have the most fun, but we're going to leave you right here. So this gets you into the campground, gets you down to where you need to get to your spot and find out where you're going to be camping at. We got a lot more videos that are going to be coming up. We're going to show you around the campground once we get everything kind of set up here to kind of show you where everything's at if you've never been here before. Or maybe, hey, you've been here so long, you've been partying so much, you never leave your campsite, and you're like, wow, I didn't know they did that over there. You know, we got bull riding going on. We've got just all kinds of excitement going on. So stay tuned to the channel and we'll show you some great things that are going on at the Buffalo Chip.
That's right. So stay tuned and find out all the great information, the fun things to see and do, daily updates. Stay tuned.